I'm Claire Wilson, a tutor on Drawing 1, Painting 1, Watercolour and Foundation Drawing, here working on assessments. And we have the work of Georgina Emmett, who's on Drawing 1, Drawing Skills, and she's presented a very competent, confident portfolio of work. Just looking at all of her pieces, we can see that there's great investigation in her sketchbooks, very thorough, exploring mark making, colour, composition, not being afraid to sort of look at all the possibilities and take risks. And there's an awful lot of preparation. And in her finished pieces, there's a real sense that she has thought very carefully about the media and how appropriate the media is for that subject. And looking at part 2, Observation in Nature, she's done a very interesting piece. She's used a coloured pencil, but really been very careful to make the tones subtle and lots of mid-tones. She hasn't exaggerated. There's often a tendency to exaggerate tone, but she's kept it looking very naturalistic and sensitive. And also her composition is interesting. She's not placing the objects too centrally in any of her work. She's letting them reach out beyond the edges of the page, which is often interesting, and playing with scale a lot. In her other piece for Observation in Nature, she's using pastel. Again, getting very good strong colour, but not too harsh. There's a naturalistic sense. Also, she's done another piece for that project. Again, thinking about the media, she's chosen coloured pencil because she can get a very fine, delicate line. And she's made an interesting piece using flowers, being very careful to give a sense of fragility, and the edges are very clean, and she's got them expanding beyond the page, again, making for an interesting composition. For a final piece, she's working with landscape and the urban, combining sort of man-made structures, a metal bridge, having that within the landscape. She's got a strong sense of very rich autumnal colour, which she's investigated again very thoroughly in her preparation work, different sort of colour combinations, mark making, very fluid, a lot of the work. And interestingly, in the final piece, she does tighten up quite a lot, which is quite common with assignment 5. You sort of get a sense of wanting to do a very good finished piece. And sometimes that can mean that you lose some of perhaps the more expressive qualities that are happening in the preparatory work. That's not to say it's not a confident final piece. It's actually very well executed with a good attention to colour and surface texture. It could perhaps have had more tonal depth and been a little bit looser in places, but it's still a confident piece of work.